want to talk about the despicable behaviour that was captured on camera and shared on social media showing a wombat being tormented, tortured and killed. We will not show you the worst of the footage. It is beyond horrendous. It shows an off-duty police officer stoning a wombat to death in what is a sickening case of animal cruelty. The Adelaide Advertiser has identified the officer, Waylon Johncock, who has worked for South Australia Police for 10 years as a senior community constable who reportedly helps non-Indigenous officers understand the social and cultural issues within the Indigenous community. South Australian Police say they are taking the incident seriously and have launched an investigation and have promised to take appropriate action. Frankly, I can't imagine what is taking them so long. There is clear footage of their officer committing an act of animal cruelty while laughing. He has no business being in any police force or any position of authority. Suggestions that his actions should be viewed in a different light because he's Indigenous are utterly absurd and an insult to Indigenous Australians. Yes, protected and even endangered animals can be killed under the Native Title Act, under laws that desperately need to be revised. These are the same laws that see endangered turtles, sea turtles and protected dugongs killed. But to pretend that there was some cultural aspect to this brutality where a wombat was pursued first by a car and then on foot and repeatedly pelted with rocks while its tormentors laughed and cheered is frankly beyond the pale. The Wombat Awareness Organisation is running a petition which already has over 130,000 signatures calling for the perpetrators to be investigated under the Animal Welfare Act and also asking for the laws allowing traditional hunting to be reviewed. But that last part of the petition, the part asking for a review of the laws allowing traditional hunting, was removed earlier today. Probably because the usual activists have bombarded change.org with complaints. Well, I'm not going to be bullied. Let me say it loudly and clearly. The laws around traditional hunting should be reviewed. But sadly, successive governments from both sides have been too gutless to tackle the issue. Australia lectures Japan about the cruelty of whaling, but we allow the slaughter of vulnerable creatures, even endangered creatures, under the Native Title Act, which allows Indigenous people to hunt species that are otherwise protected.